Well, good afternoon or good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. By way of introduction, my name is Adam Flynn from Biggin Real Estate here in the city of Knox, and I'm joined today by Team Sniper, who were the #1 sales team at Biggin and Scott Knox for the month of January. But not only that, we're #2 in relation to the entire Biggin and Scott Victorian network for the month of January as well. So congrats, Con.
Thanks.
Congrats, Fahim. Well done, gents.
Thank you.
So historically, the month of January, a lot of agents tend to somewhat go to sleep. That certainly wasn't the case with Team Sniper. Now, with regards to some of the sales, I mean, at the moment, you've sold a lot of properties on large parcels of land, and I believe that the buyers of those properties are now starting the planning process in relation to doing townhouse developments and so forth.
That's right.
So tell us a bit about some of the properties that you've sold, and also, I guess, with regards to planning and over the next sort of 6 to 12 months, what sort of properties you're going to have back to offer to the marketplace. So you sold a property firstly at 305 Baroni Road. What was that?
So Baroni Road was a development site for approximately 7 to 8 townhouse unit site. So the developer of this or purchaser of this property is intending to develop it into pretty much a small house, kind of townhouse style homes, where it consists of a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom and a 2-bedroom home.
Okay.
It's a great, pretty much what you could say is economical way of buying a home for first home buyers or investors.
Okay, and once again, I'll just go through the ones that are just jumping out at me. 192 Baroni Road, that was a high density development site that you also sold. Do you know what their plans are with that site?
Sure, so with that planned site of 192 Baroni Road, it's going to be probably a 7 townhouse unit site. It'll be a triple story. So the planning with that with the developer is underway. So we're expecting it to be roughly by the end of this year, we'll have it on the market.
Okay, fabulous. And Stud Road in Scoresby. So that was a scenario where you, I believe it's on the market with another agency for a period of time, and we sort of took it over and got it sold pretty much straight away. And that was 2 adjoining properties that were amalgamated and then sold on a corner allotment. Is that correct?
Yes. So there was two blocks. One was a corner block. They were listed with another agency for a few months. And we basically got an authority on it after their listing had finished, and we sold them both within a week.
Awesome. And also, just on that, so I mean, we know across Victoria and across Melbourne at the moment, it's becoming very, very popular, whereby homeowners are essentially they're teaming up with their neighbours and looking at putting the properties on the market at the same time. I believe that you sold one in Glen Waverley that was that scenario. So it was an elderly couple looking to sell their property, then the person next door then jumped on board. Can you tell me a bit about that one?
Yeah, sure. So with that property in Glen Waverley, this property we actually approached the owners, which was referred to by a developer to see if they were interested in selling. It was a pretty much off market at the time. But we got it on the market to see if we can throw the net a bit further away. We had one investor which literally loved the block, wanted to purchase after had purchased the other property one. They wanted to get the other one through as well. So
for those of you who are watching out there, if you are in the Melbourne marketplace and you do have a property on a large parcel of land, and possibly you know your neighbours and you're aware that they might be looking at selling as well, then these are the guys to speak to. If you're looking at possibly amalgamating the titles and selling it, because they've got the contacts in regards to big developers in the Melbourne marketplace. And was there any others sort of recently in regards to, so Glen Waverley, Baroni Road, these are all big development sites. Bronny Road. I know you're working on one at the moment. We won't talk about that one just yet, but that's another big one as well.
Big one, yeah.
So, gents, you're doing a fantastic job. Yeah. With regards to just a bit about Team Sniper as a whole, so Fahim, you've got a long track record as a very, very experienced agent. Yeah. How long have you been in real estate for?
It's coming up to about 3.5 years at the moment, October. So with my experience and learning from the best agents out there, I've got that grasp of development and residential. So I think that is pretty much an advantage for anyone looking to sell a development or residential. I do have that experience where my contacts will come into play for you to get an absolutely best price for it.
And look, that's definitely a very, very valid point to talk about, because when you're talking about residential sales, but also development, the development arm is it's very niche market. And I say it with respect to the industry, but not a lot of agents are experienced when it comes to that side of things. So to have a team that is experienced, in both normal residential mum and dad real estate, but also that niche market of property development and rough yield, and also having the right contacts that are actually able to firstly acquire a property like that, but then also do the project. That's a very, very niche market out there in the industry. And Con, you've got a strong sales background, been in sort of the sales and customer service industry for many years, and you and Fahim only teamed up how long ago? When you become a Team Sniper?
Well, I've been in real estate for, I think this is my 7th month.
Yep.
But we both worked previously together in a different industry.
Yep.
So we've known each other for a while, and the good thing is we both bounce off each other. I mean, don't get us wrong, we do argue like a married couple every now and then.
Yeah.
But we like you said before, the good thing about it is Fahim's very, very experienced when it comes to development side.
Yep.
So when we do go into an appraisal together, if it's for a property where we know it's going to be a development, we'll both go in. I'll do most of the talking to the current owners, and then when we get back to the office, that's when Fahim works his magic and he rings up all the developers and sees if anyone's interested in buying this.
Yeah. So I guess just combined, let's break this down. So they've been together for how long? When did you join?
4 months ago.
4 months.
4 months. Okay. So combined real estate industry experience, we've got 3.5 years, 7 months, 4.2 years combined. Been together 5 months. Already number 2 in Victoria in regards to fees written. So, gents, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You've had a really good start to Feb as well, and it looks like Feb could be another big month for you both. You're working really, really well together. Anybody out there that has a property on a big parcel of land looking to sell, or maybe amalgamate their titles, or just need any help or advice from two of now Victoria's most experienced and best agents, by all means give Con or Fahim a call. Gents, well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a cracking January.
Thank you very much.
And I could quite possibly be seeing you back here in Feb for sales team of the month. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for watching out there. Thank you.
Thank you.